And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. Following the Independence Day weekend, we have 18 races to show you from Monmouth Park, Churchill Downs, Arlington International, Hollywood Park, and Belmont Park. Typically one of the two biggest weekends of the year. Had some of the most outstanding horses in North America running this weekend. And we're going to start it off down at Monmouth Park in the UN Handicap, a Grade 1, going 1 mile and 3/8 on the grass.
Racing in the United Nations Handicap, and Tough Leader had a good break from the inside. He takes advantage of that inside post and goes right to the front end. It's Ali's Alley running in second position. There's no pace on at all, and then a gap of 1.5 lengths. And Lock Bearing is third on the outside of Honor Glide, who rides the rail fourth by 3 lengths. Monkey Puzzle is fifth right now, 6 lengths off the pace, followed by Down the Aisle and Ketaweo, who's last of all. As they race to the stretch for the first time, Ali's Alley's in front, and Tough Leader has been a handful for Jose Ferrer. He's standing right up in the saddle on him. They went the quarter in 24 3/5 seconds. Tough Leader, very tough to rate. He's very headstrong. It's 4 lengths back to Honor Glide running in third by another 4, and then it's Lock Bearing in fourth, followed by Monkey Puzzle inside of Down the Aisle, who's second last, leading only Ketaweo, and Ketaweo's now 8 lengths off the lead, and a half mile was run in 48 4/5 seconds. The United Nations field heads to the clubhouse turn in pursuit of Ali's Alley, who's now on top by 2. Tough Leader continues to rate in behind him in second. Jose Santos has Honor Glide third and very strong right now, 3 lengths off the lead. He's looking good at this stage. It's 4.5 to Lock Bearing. Down the Aisle is third last, racing outside of Monkey Puzzle, who's down toward the hedge, and Ketaweo continues to bide his time in last. He's 9 lengths off the lead. They've run 3/4 in 1:14 2. Heading into the far turn, Ali's Alley is still on top by a neck. To the outside, Tough Leader second by 2. Honor Glide looks poised to pounce in third. He's looking strong. Down the Aisle gets the outside route as Monkey Puzzle will try his luck at the rail. He's certainly in the race. Monkey Puzzle just needs running room, and he looks like he's got a shot to win the UN. They've run 1 mile in 1:38 flat, and they're into the stretch with Ali's Alley in front. To the outside, it's Honor Glide. Right behind them, Monkey Puzzle, still boxed in there. Down the Aisle is closing the gap in the center of the course. They're all chasing Ali's Alley, though. Here's Down the Aisle. Honor Glide did not go on. Down the Aisle, the gray streak takes the lead, and he wins the United Nations under Robbie Davis. It's Down the Aisle from... It's official. Winning Exactacom.
But Robbie Davis getting down the aisle, nice hand ride, no problems getting the job done. Gets the running time of 2:13 3. That's a new course record, eclipsing Mauling's record of 2:16 even, set 10 years ago. So not only breaking the course record, shattering the course record. Staying at Monmouth Park, we had the Vinery Matchmaker, a grass race for fillies who comes not only with a purse, you get a stallion right for the top 3 finishers. A race that's been on the calendar almost 30 years, an interesting twist. Vinery, with some of the top stallions in America, took over the sponsorship of that race. So let's return to Monmouth Park for the Vinery Matchmaker.
They're racing in the Vinery Matchmaker, and off to a good beginning. Champagne Royal had a very good start, and Champagne Royal sprints right out to the front. Gimme a Kissy is out running in second, then it's Enter and Ella Capella down toward the inside, followed by Dr. Essa and Luminous Prize. A break of 3.5 back to Melody Queen, and then toward the inside, Red Royal. They're being followed by Horatia, Jeunesse Dorée to the outside, and the early trailer is Camella as they make their way toward the first turn in 23 1/5 seconds for the opening quarter. Into the first turn, and Champagne Royal is the leader by a head, joined by Enter on the outside, and now Enter sticks a neck out in front of Champagne Royal. They're followed by Gimme a Kissy running third by a length. Ella Capella is tucked in on the inside. Luminous Prize behind her. She has 4.5 to make up as they move down the backstretch. Then Jeunesse Dorée, Dr. Essa to her inside, followed by Horatia, and the other favorite, Melody Queen, is right to the inside of her, and she's racing 9 lengths off the lead. Camella's next by 3, then it's Red Royal. A half mile in 48 seconds flat, and they race into the far turn in pursuit of Enter. She leads Champagne Royal, who's still going very well, and Champagne Royal is now countering the move and sticking a nose in front. Enter back to second after 3/4 in 1:11 and 4. Gimme a Kissy is 3 lengths behind her, and Horatia is beginning her charge now. She is up to third. Meanwhile, Melody Queen has not picked it up. They're into the stretch, and Champagne Royal is in front. Horatia is eating up ground in the center of the course. Champagne Royal by 2. Horatia, and here comes a late charge from Camella, and Horatia takes the lead. Camella and Melody Queen coming too late. Horatia wins the binary matchmaker. Then it's Camella.
Stretch, but the big kick in for Horatia gets the job done. It's well back early. Melody Queen was the betting favorite at 9-5 as they were loading into gate, finishes 4th. But Christophe Clement and Jose Santos, a nice European import bred in Ireland out of the champion Machiavellian. Nice final running time of 1:47 and 2. And the traditional July 4th stakes race, the Grade 2 Molly Pitcher run on the dirt. We see Silver Bullet Day entered, trying to get back to her winning ways. We have the mile and 16th Molly Pitcher from Monmouth Park.
They're racing, and the Molly Pitcher, and off to a perfect start. As expected, Bravo sends Bella Chiara to the front, and Wittenberg's keyed up early. She's close to the pace with Lou Ravi to the outside, and now Lou Ravi will give Bella Chiara an early test into the clubhouse turn. Wittenberg is next. Country Hideaways caught wide, and Silver Bullet Day is down toward the inside. 2-2 Divines in some early traffic there, second last, and Tap to Music is last of all around the first turn. She is 6 lengths off the lead, which is held jointly by Bella Chiara and Lou Ravi, and they ran the quarter in an easy 24 seconds flat. Not much pace on here as they go down the backstretch, and Silver Bullet Day is 2.5 lengths off of them. Country Hideaway next on the outside. Wittenberg is close up to this slow pace. She's 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's another 2 to Tap to Music outside of 2-2 Divine, and a half was running 47 and 4. A half mile left in the Molly Pitcher, and it's Bella Chiara in front by a full length to Lou Ravi. Silver Bullet Day still bides her time on the inside in third. Nakatani nudging on her now, and Silver Bullet Day's got to get going. Then it's a 3-wide Country Hideaway. Wittenberg's running a big one. She's right between horses. Tap to Music hasn't moved yet. 2-2 Divine is last. They've run 3/4 in 1:12 and 1, and Lou Ravi and Bella Chiara are the 2 they'll have to beat. Nakatani takes Silver Bullet Day off the rail, and here she comes. It's Lou Ravi with a furlong to run. Pet Day will try to get more out of her, and she's got it. Silver Bullet Day all out chasing her home. She's game 2. It's these 2. It's Lou Ravi and Silver Bullet Day. Lou Ravi, Silver Bullet Day. Lou Ravi on the inside, and Silver Bullet Day and the Molly Pitcher.
He couldn't get out to run, and this daughter of AP Indy just scores probably her best career victory in this Grade 2. The Molly Pitcher, named after, for historical people, named after the woman who helped during the Revolutionary War. But this Grade 2 goes to a minor upset as Silver Bullet Day has not gotten back to the winner's circle since winning the Gazelle last autumn at Belmont Park. We will now head down to Churchill Downs for their stakes race over the weekend. The Grade 3 Aristides Handicap, a 6.5 furlong sprint, named after the inaugural winner of the Kentucky Derby.
All in line. A fan running in the Aristides. It's a good start for all. Sun Bull ought to take a short lead, joined quickly by Bet Me Best. He's 6's head in front. Run Johnny broke well. He's right there up the rail, a close third. Camberlight Pipe racing fourth. Biodec, then Proven Cure, followed by Bet on Sunshine in 4. Back to Valid Belfast. Quickly up the backstretch, Run Johnny to press the pace now. Run Johnny ahead in front of Bet Me Best as Sun Bull is wrangled off the top pair's heels in third. Camberlight Pipes is next. Biodec, Proven Cure is on the outside. Then Bet on Sunshine. He's got 6 to make up. And a gap of 7 more back to Valid Belfast. 21 and 4 for the quarter. Round the turn, the gray Run Johnny head in front of Bet Me Best. Here comes Sun Bull again with his run 3 wide. A gap of 5 back to Proven Cure. Kimberlite Pipe shaking up on the inside. Bet on Sunshine starts to rally up 3 wide and 7 farther back to Valid Belfast. In the stretch drive, and Sun Bull sweeping up to take the lead at the top of the lane. Sun Bull takes over by 1 to Bet Me Best, then Run Johnny. Bet on Sunshine is hitting his best stride on the far outside, then Proven Cure down to the final furlong. Sun Bull, Willie Martinez shakes him up. Here comes Bet on Sunshine, and Bet on Sunshine going on by to take the lead. Proven Cure is coming late. Bet on Sunshine, the old war horse, gets up to win the Aristides. Then Proven Cure second, Sun Bull third in 1:15.11. That's a new track record. Going on by to take the lead. Proven Cure is coming late. Bet on Sunshine, the old war horse, gets up to win the Aristides. Then Proven Cure second, Sun Bull third in 1:15.11. That's a new track record.
Off by a length and 3/4. Bet Me Best in here at 3-1. Hasn't come back since that strong performance in the Hutchinson, beating Texas Glitter in January of '99. The Duelers got the opening quarter in 21 and 4, the half in 44. That was their undoing, as Bet on Sunshine just closed into that hot pace to set a new track record of 1:15 flat, eclipsing Wild Escapades June of 1997, 1:15 and 2. On to a turf stakes race at Churchill Downs. We had the Firecracker Handicap going the distance of 1 mile.
Fan running in the Firecracker Breeders' Cup. A good start. Riviera bounding out on top to a short lead. Conserve will go with him, and Conserve now pokes his head in front. Northcote Road in the leading group. Racing in third is Beckin the King, moves up a closer fourth. Saratoga Sunrise is fifth. Kingslayer saving ground in sixth now, and Katha second last. And Cat Scan at the back of the pack, 8 off the pace around the turn. And Conserve and Shane Sellers going out to lead him by 1 to Northcote Road off his flank in second, and Riviera saves ground in third. Beckin the King just 2.5 off the pace, settling into with Rhythmic Stride in fourth. Saratoga Sunrise fifth by a head in front of Kingslayer. A gap of 3 to the gray Inkatha, and Cat Scan at the back, 24 and 2 for the first quarter. Up the backstretch they continue. Conserve and Shane Sellers still 3/4 in front of Northcote Road. Riviera bottled up at the moment, racing third. Beckin the King in striking range in fourth. Kingslayer's got 4 to make up in fifth. Then Saratoga Sunrise, the gray Inkatha still 10 off the lead and being worked on now, and 3 back to Cat Scan at the back around the turn. Half in 47 and 2/5 seconds. Conserve getting away. Conserve by 2 now. The rail opens up for Riviera, and he's shot through by Craig Perret at the quarter pole. Conserve set down for the drive by Shane Sellers. Leads it by 2 to Riviera racing in second place. Then Beckin the King, a clear shot on the extreme outside. Up the inside is Kingslayer. Down to the final furlong. Conserve still there, 3/4 in front of Riviera. Conserve, Riviera's trying to wear him down late. Conserve is all hard, and he digs in with a lead. Conserve from Riviera, final surge. Conserve would not be denied. He goes wire to win the Firecracker. Riviera's Conserve is all hard, and he digs in with a lead. Conserve from Riviera, final surge. Conserve would not be denied. He goes wire to win the Firecracker. Riviera second, and Kingslayer third in 1:35 flat.
Now in 6 starts, has 5 victories and 1 second. Riviera ran second under Bobby Frankel with Craig Perret. Riviera was not able to get out as the 2-1 choice. Second race since late November, and only first race since early January, so we expect to see improvement. But Conserve, a very dangerous front-end runner out of Claiborne Farms for Frankie Brothers. We're going to take our first break now. When we come back, we'll have racing from Arlington International and Hollywood Park. Welcome back. We're going to head out to Chicago and Arlington International. Some high-quality turf racing over the weekend. We'll start with the Grade 2 Arlington Classic, a 1 1/8 on the grass.
In the gate. Away and running in the Arlington Classic. And toward the inside, El Balazano, now overtaken through the first furlong by Bolt. And Raceabill and Bolt in front of El Balazano. And they're vying for the lead as they come past us for the first time. And they've pulled away by 5, maybe 6 on King Kugat, just running in third. Nearest the inside is Boyum, running in fourth as they enter the first turn. And then finally at the back of the pack is Womble, who's already 9 from the front runners, El Balazano and Bolt as they head for the backstretch. 23-2 the opening quarter. And they turn now for the backstretch, and Bolt coming in front of El Balazano. A stretch of 7 lengths back to King Kugat. Nice and relaxed there under Robbie Alvarado. And the 1-9 prohibitive choice, King Kugat, is a clear third. A break of 4 more then to Boyum running in fourth. And finally, Womble is last of the 5. The half goes in 47 seconds flat, 4 furlongs to run. And Raceabill and Bolt in front by 6 lengths. Here's King Kugat now making a move outside of El Balazano. King Kugat second to go now past El Balazano, who's running third. And then farther back in the field is Boyum in fourth. And finally Womble, 5 from the lead, fifth. Around the far turn, 6 furlongs. 1-11-2. Inside 2.5 furlongs to go. And King Kugat now with his run to the lead at the quarter pole. King Kugat and Robbie Alvarado in front. On the outside, Boyum second now for Craig Perrette. Bolt has dropped back third. Then El Balazano and Womble. They're coming down to the final furlong at Arlington. And it's Kugat still under a hand ride. King Kugat in front. Boyum second by 5. Then El Balazano. Bolt is fourth. Womble fifth. But here's King Kugat. King Kugat leading home Boyum, and it's that way in the Arlington Classic. King Kugat on to 4 in a row, and he wins in 1:48. This result not official. Hold all tickets. The time was 1:48 flat.
Stretch draws off to win by 3 lengths, paying $2.10 at Arlington. Robbie Alvarado, no movement at all until he shook the reins at the 3/16 pole. Boyum, who ran second, was hard-ridden under Craig Perrette, but no match for this monster performance by King Kugat. Running time of 1:48 flat. And the July 4th stakes race, the Stars and Stripes Breeders' Cup Handicap, Grade 3 for older horses. Typically, this has shown to be a prep for the Arlington 2 Million now. So let's go back to Arlington International for the Stars and Stripes.
Last of the 12 in the gate. Away and running in the Stars and Stripes Breeders' Cup. And it's Minor Wisdom who strikes right out for the lead. Lonnie Mesh going right to the offensive here in this 1.5-mile contest. And it's Minor Wisdom who comes to the forefront, in front by 3 now to Buff, and Gallic Boy comes up to be third. And Thesaurus under Joe Giudice fourth around the first turn. Then a break at 2 more to Just Like Prime running in fifth. The Brazilian horse, Beautiful Dancer, sixth in ground saving, coming to the top of the stretch. Then it's the filly on a soapbox, and outside her as they straighten away into the home stretch is Williams News. Farther back is Radivor, who's already 15 from the front runner with 1 mile still to go. Then Profit Option, Appalachie Special, and the other field runner, Dr. Trotter, is last of the 12. 24-2 the opening quarter for this front runner, as Lonnie Mesh now takes Minor Wisdom under a firm grasp as they head toward the second turn. Minor Wisdom in front by 3.5 lengths. Buff and Gallic Boy, they've been second and third since the opening bell. Thesaurus still relaxed while running in fourth, just forward of Just Like Prime. Beautiful Dancer is ground saving 10 from the front runner. Williams News is 3 wide on the course. And then farther back, the filly on a soapbox. Radivor also ground saving, but still with a dozen lengths to close in. Then Profit Option, Appalachie Special, and Dr. Trotter remains last of the 12. Minor Wisdom takes the field through 6 furlongs in 1:13 and 4. Backstretch run with still over 4 furlongs to go in the Stars and Stripes. Minor Wisdom still in front, but now here's a host of pursuers. Buff getting by him. So too does Gallic Boy and Williams News as Minor Wisdom has dropped back. Thesaurus on the outside, followed then by Just Like Prime in between horses as they head toward the far turn. And it is Buff, Gallic Boy, and Williams News. They're now the tri-leaders as they leave the backstretch for the far turn. Followed then by Thesaurus, who's given up no ground. Here's Radivor. Radivor in the royal blue and gold, now ranging up on the extreme outside. The filly on a soapbox is wide. Profit Option 5 wide past the quarter pole as they come to the top of the Arlington stretch. And it's Williams News first off the turn. Williams News and Robbie Alvarado first to face us now. Buff is running in second. Down the middle of the course, gaining ground is Profit Option for the final furlong. Thesaurus is running in fourth. On a soapbox fifth. Beautiful Dancer is sixth, 16th pole, and it's Williams News still in front of Profit Option, then Buff and Thesaurus. The Stars and Stripes Breeders' Cup to Williams News, a 2-length winner in 2:31 and 1. Profit Option was second.
Favorite, Buff, holds on for third place at 2-1 while making the soft early pace. We'll see if William News and others stick around for the late summer engagement in the Arlington 2 Million. We're going to head out west now to Hollywood Park, their big turf stakes weekend. We're going to kick it off with the Affirmed Handicap. This is a grade 3 for a mile and a 16. These are horses mostly prepping for the swap stakes. We've seen Dixie Union come back now. We have a short field here. Let's head out to Hollywood Park.
And there they go. And there goes Dixie Union sprinting right up to the front, Performing Magic to the outside in second, and now along the inside, Millencolin advances up there, and Hemingsway is right there, 4 abreast as they go through the turn. Millencolin with a short lead from Hemingsway in second, and Dixie Union broke sharply but has settled back into third. Tiz Now is right there in fourth, racing just 2.5 from the front, with Performing Magic right there to make up the first 5. Then it's a gap of 6 lengths back to the gray horse, Gray Memo, as they turn onto the backstretch, and it's Millencolin with 3/4 of a mile to go. The Chestnut leads it by a length and a tail from Hemingsway, who is just second. Dixie Union is lapped right alongside him. He is just third. Along the inside, Tiz Now saved ground through the turn. He is fourth, and now he is just a length and a half from the front as Tiz Now advances up along the inside. Performing Magic is still racing in fifth. He is 3 from the front. A gap of 6 back to Gray Memo. They've gone a half. They have a half mile yet to run. Millencolin now has to hold off Tiz Now, who advanced right there in second. Dixie Union is stalking in third. He's 2 from the front. Hemingsway has dropped back fourth. Performing Magic in fifth, and he trails by 5. Then it's a gap of 5 further back to Gray Memo. It's still Millencolin showing the way. Dixie Union goes on now into second. Tiz Now still a threat along the inside in third. Hemingsway in fourth. Performing Magic has to do better in fifth. Gray Memo is in sixth. He needs to make up 6, 3 abreast as they come for home in the Affirmed Handicap. Dixie Union to the outside. Millencolin there, and along the inside, Tiz Now. These 3 just noses apart. Dixie Union to the outside. Millencolin comes again. Tiz Now right there along the inside in third. Dixie Union gets ahead in front. Tiz Now is up into second. They're followed by Millencolin third. Tiz Now along the inside, and Tiz Now trying to spring the upset, and he's done it. Tiz Now with Victor Espinoza. The 8th race, the Affirmed Handicap, is official.
Because understanding that Richard Mandela is obviously pointing Dixie Union to bigger and better races, higher purses, you can't expect him to get to the bottom. But Tiz Now at almost 11-1 with a heady ride by Victor Espinosa, wins the Grade 3 Affirmed. Ironically, Alex Solis took the no-brainer move and took off Tiz now, giving the mount to Espinosa. Dixie Union exits the Las Barrera on May 29th. A second-place finish there with a runner-up position now. We'll see if Mandela can move Dixie Union forward. And for Wayne Lukas, Millencolin under Kent DeSormo does hold on to run third while making all of the early pace. Moving on to Sunday, we saw the Beverly Hills, a Grade 1 filly and mare grass race. This is just a titanic matchup. We have Astra and Happy and You Know It involved. Basically, we can call this almost a prelude to the Breeders' Cup filly and mare turf. So let's head out to Hollywood Park for the Beverly Hills.
In the Beverly Hills Handicap. And there they go. Sweet Life pops out to the outside. Astra is right there with her. Then comes Happy and You Know It with Polaire to her inside, and Country Guard behind those horses as they bend into the chute. Astra is just in front, and Sweet Life to the outside of her in second. They're followed by Happy and You Know It, a close-up third. She's just a length and a half off the front runner. Then comes Country Garden, and Polaire drops back just 5 or 6 from the front as they go by the tote board, and Astra will take them into the first turn. Astra and Kent DeSormo lead it by a long neck from Sweet Life to the outside in second. Happy and You Know It in behind those runners, racing third at the rail. Then to the outside, Country Garden in fourth, and Polaire is still at the back of the pack as they bend through the first turn. Astra now the clear leader. She's in front by a length and a half from Sweet Life, taken back off the pace in second. Happy and You Know It saved ground along the inside. She's third, and now she's racing eagerly. She goes right up into second as Astra comes out off the rail. Happy and You Know It now along the inside. She's right there in second. Sweet Life is in third, followed by Country Garden. Polaire trailing by 6 as they go down the backstretch. Astra has drifted to the outside. She only has a nose in front, and now it's the nose of Happy and You Know It to take the lead from Astra. Happy and You Know It, and Brice Blanc still has his feet up there in the irons as they go past the half-mile pole, and Happy and You Know It pulls her way right up into the front. Astra is back into second, followed by Sweet Life in third. After that, Country Garden. Polaire is trailed throughout, 3 furlongs to run. Happy and You Know It. Now Astra is trying to dig in and come back towards that leader. Sweet Life third at the rail. Country Garden is roused to keep up. Polaire needs to make up for. She'll be fanned wide as they come to the top of the stretch in the Beverly Hills. Happy and You Know It down along the inside. Astra trying to come back after. Sweet Life third at the rail. Polaire sweeps up from last as they straighten away. Happy and You Know It. Astra's drifted out and she's tiring in the stretch, and it's Happy and You Know It, the one to catch. She's in front by over 2. Sweet Life in second. Polaire coming on late. Astra just didn't have it, and it's Happy and You Know It, and she is back. Happy and You Know It wins another Grade 1 as she wins the Beverly Hills to beat out Sweet Life and Polaire.
Half. So at 6-5, Astra looked bad, backed all the way up, and then blocked off Country Garden in the lane. But Happy and You Know It, first victory of the year after losing the Gamely to Astra. But Bobby Frankel, who has been hot for the last 8 or 10 months, especially with his grass runners, gets the job done in this Grade 1. And on to July 4th, the typical stakes race, the American Handicap, 1.8 miles on the grass, this time for Colts and Geldings.
All in line in the American Handicap. And there they go. Takarian broke sharply. Dark Moon Dancer from the outside races past him. Sunshine Street finds the rail. Falcon Flight gets away in fourth. They're followed by Sardukar, who's fifth at the rail, and the last horse is Martini K, trailing by less than 5 as they go for the turn, and it's Dark Moon Dancer. And now Sunshine Street comes to the outside to challenge, and it's Sunshine Street and Kent DeSormo to put a length on Dark Moon Dancer, who's second at the rail. Falcon Flight is just third. Along the inside right there, Takarian, and now he comes back on. Falcon Flight and Takarian switching for third and fourth. Then it's 5 5 lengths off the lead to Sardaukar and his outside Martini K. They turn onto the back stretch, and from the outside it's Sunshine Street, but now Dark Moon Dancer is closer in second. They're still followed along the outside by Falcon Flight and along the inside to Carrion. Those two match strides. Now Martini K has worked his way up into 5th, and he's 4th from the front. Sardaukar is last as they go down the back stretch. Sunshine Street leads at a clear length, maybe a length and a quarter, and out to the outside here comes Dark Moon Dancer. He has now moved to the outside of that leader. To the inside to Carrion, begins to pick it up. To his outside, Falcon Flight. Martini K is right there, and Sardaukar and Victor Espinoza watching it all happen. They are just 4 from the front. Sunshine Street continues to lead with less than 3 furlongs to run. He's leading it from Dark Moon Dancer, and he's going on with it now. Sunshine Street leads by a length and a half. Dark Moon Dancer still there in second. To Carrion third at the rail, followed by Falcon Flight, Martini K, and Sardaukar out of the turn and into the stretch, and it's Sunshine Street heading for the line, but Dark Moon Dancer is right there. Martini K trying to get through between horses. Sardaukar coming from last. Now Dark Moon Dancer goes to the front. Sardaukar on the outside. Sunshine Street along the inside. Dark Moon Dancer has to hold off Sardaukar, and it's Dark Moon Dancer. He was just too strong. Dark Moon Dancer to beat out Sardaukar and
in 1:21 and 4. So Dark Moon Dancer, whatever went wrong on Memorial Day, was righted on Independence Day, as shows the backers at 9 to 5. They're easily length and a half victory. We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we'll have all the holiday racing from Belmont Park. We'll be right back.
In 1999, New York bred Circle of Life took Saratoga's Grade 1 Spinaway. Scottish Halo won at Saratoga and went on to win 2 stakes, including the Grade 3 Laurel Futurity. Mattie May won Belmont's $100,000 Maid of the Mist. 3 stakes winners, and they're just a few of the many New York bred winners sold at last year's 2-year-old and training sales. Plus this year, New York bred stakes are worth over $3 million. So at the sales, focus on New York breds. They start with an advantage.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have 8 races from Belmont Park from over the weekend to finish up. We're going to start with the Mike Lee going 7 furlongs for New York breds. This is the first leg of the Big Apple Series, which will conclude at Saratoga and have a middle leg out of Finger Lakes for the New York Derby. But this is the 7 furlong Mike Lee from Belmont.
And they're off. Lightcraft and Entrepreneur on the far outside, Appealing Danger there. So up the back stretch with Entrepreneur to be the early leader. Appealing Danger now moves to second, and Lightcraft, who broke alertly, is now dropped back to third. In between horses, Turn of the Century is now 4th. Lord Alley moving to 5th on the outside. Image Maker checked in traffic 6th. A long way back to Consigliore. Consigliore very lethargic and trailing the field. The field moving into the far turn. It's Entrepreneur in front by a head. Appealing Danger keeping the pressure up. Those two now have opened up 6 lengths on Turn of the Century, well behind in third. The opening quarter in 22 and 4/5 seconds. 3 furlongs from the wire. Appealing Danger continues to hook up here with Entrepreneur. Still 6 lengths back to Turn of the Century. Image Maker 4th, followed by Lord Alley and Lightcraft. Pulled up Consigliore coming into the stretch. Appealing Danger and Entrepreneur have been head-to-head for almost 6 furlongs now. They'll come to the 8th pole. Entrepreneur has a narrow lead. On the outside, a weakened Appealing Danger working hard. Here comes Image Maker under a rousing ride into the final 16th. Entrepreneur, Image Maker driving hard at the finish. Appealing Danger. It's going to be close, and it's going to be Image Maker by a...
Until the 8th pole. Entrepreneur with Jerry Bailey, and Appealing Danger with Diane Nelson, just cutting out terrifically fast fractions for this level. 22 and 4, 45 and flat was probably the undoing of them, setting up the race perfectly for Image Maker. Entrepreneur dropped over inside the shadow of the wire on Appealing Danger, and thus was set down from its running position of second to third. Georgie Chavez gets the job done for H. James Bond with a final running time of 1:23 and 3. The co-feature on Saturdays, the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes, the second leg of the Philly Triple Tiara at Belmont Park. Secret Status was made the short price favorite coming out of her very impressive victory in the Kentucky Oaks. So let's go down to Belmont Park for the Mother Goose.
And they're off. Jocelyn Heavens Above. March Magic is there. Secret Status got off to a good start. Toward the inside, Salemore. The field moving out of the chute and heading onto the main track now. Jostle to vie for the lead with Heavens Above. March Magic is now third, and Salemore rides the rails in fourth, and in between horses is the favorite Secret Status, rating about 4 lengths from the lead. It's another 2 back to Cat K, and another 6 back to Finder's Fee, who takes up her position near the back in the early going. The first quarter in 23 seconds flat. The pace is swift here as a speed duel develops between Jostle and Heavens Above. Jostle by a neck. Heavens Above second by 3. March Magic kept within close striking range of those two third. It's a break of another 3 to Salemore and Secret Status. They're together running fourth and fifth. Cat K coming to join them now on the outside, and another 7 to Finder's Fee. A testing half mile of 45 3/5 seconds between Jostle and Heavens Above. An enervating speed duel. The field beginning to close in. March Magic running in third. Cat K on the outside fourth. Finder's Fee is drawn within 4.5 lengths of the lead. And then it's Salemore and Finder's Fee now as they come toward the top of the stretch. On the inside, Heavens Above. On the outside, Jostle. They're still heads apart. Secret Status now coming to them. Secret Status swings into action. Finder's Fee has found her best stride, and she's coming on the far outside. Nothing left for Heavens Above. Jostle will try to hold off Secret Status and Finder's Fee. Jostle game. Unwavering, a short lead. Secret Status is right there at her throat latch now. Finder's Fee is third, and it is Secret Status. Secret Status who will win the Mother Goose, going away by 2 at the end. Jostle bravely holding second. Finder's Fee third.
Nine furlong race at 18 to 1, and Mike Smith. Finder's Fee dead last early, finishes third in this Grade 1, but Secret Status has moved to the top of the 3-year-old filly division, having won the Kentucky Oaks and now won the Mother Goose. Early reports have that the Coaching Club American Oaks is on her dance card. That will be run the final weekend before they come up to the Spa. That should give Secret Status enough time to come back to the Alabama on August 19th at the Spa. But Secret Status, Pat Day, Neil Howard, Will Farish at the head of the 3-year-old filly class with a final running time of 1:48 flat. Now moving over to Sunday, 2 features. The first, the Astoria, 5.5 furlongs for 2-year-old fillies.
And they're off. Raging Fever to the lead quickly. Rose Bay will try to run with her. Rose Bay to the neck of Raging Fever, and they hook up just strides away from the gate, and they've already cleared the other 2 by 5. Best Mate is third, and Zealous Z fourth. Around the far turn, heavily favored Raging Fever now steps out by 2.5 lengths. Rose Bay couldn't stay with her early. It's 6 or 7 lengths back to Best Mate, and Zealous Z is the trailer. Raging Fever after a quarter in 22 seconds flat. Flashy fractions here for the favorite. Raging Fever at the quarter pole, hand-ridden, 3.5 length lead. Rose Bay running second, followed by Best Mate and Zealous Z. As they come to mid-stretch, John Velasquez really not asking much of Raging Fever. She's well clear and much the best already. Then Rose Bay will try to hold on for second over Best Mate. A no doubt about it winner right from the start. Raging Fever on cruise control the length of the stretch. And she wins by a dozen lengths here as Rose Bay holds for
The running positions of these four never ever change position from the quarter mile to the finish. Rose Bay finished second with Best Mate third. The final running time, 1:04 and 1. The co-feature on Sunday was the Tom Fool Grade 2 7 furlongs Trippy taking on his elders sprinting for the first time down at Belmont Park.
And they're off. Brutally Frank, a sharp break from the inside. And Trippy and those two up together early with Fire King running third. And then it's Wouldn't We All fourth, a break of 3 back to Cornish Snow, and another 2 back to Sailor's Warning, who trails the field behind the speed duel here between the two favorites, Brutally Frank and Trippy. Trippy's on the outside and Brutally Frank to his inside now. Trippy going on with it 3/4 of a length. Bridgman seems to have yielded the lead to him with Brutally Frank, and he steadies him just a bit, and now he's going to take a shot at him from the outside. A wicked first quarter in 22 seconds flat. It's Trippy the leader by a length. Brutally Frank second by 2. Fire King on the chase third. 5 lengths back to Wouldn't We All. Another 6 back to Cornish Snow. And Sailor's Warning still trailing. He's now about a dozen from the lead. And the leader is Trippy as they come to the top of the stretch. Trippy's run a half in 44 and 2/5 seconds. A dazzling display of speed here by Trippy, who turns for home leading by a length and a half. Brutally Frank is now full out, driving second. From the inside, Cornish Snow is putting in his bid now. And Fire King is fourth. 1 furlong to go. And Trippy's opened up a 4-length lead. And then Cornish Snow running second. Nothing left for Brutally Frank late. Sailor's Warning coming on belatedly, but here is Trippy, sharp in victory to win the Tom Fool by 4.5 lengths over Cornish Snow. Sailor's Warning was third, and the time was 1 minute 21 and 3.
Trippy undefeated while sprinting, just an extremely strong pace, able to get the opening quarter in 22, the second quarter in 22 and 2. That was the undoing of Brutally Frank as Sean Bridgman eased off the speed duel, perhaps hoping to get back in the fight later, but that was not going to happen as Trippy just marches along. Hopefully we'll see Trippy up at Saratoga once, perhaps twice. You'd have to think that the King's Bishop, a high-priced stakes race going the same 7 furlongs for 3-year-olds on the undercard of the Travers Stakes, would be on Todd Pletcher's mind. Trippy gets the 7 panels in 1:21 and 3. Moving over to Sunday, 2 stakes races on the card once again. This time it's the 2-year-old Colt's turn to go 5.5 furlongs in the Tremont Stakes.
And they're off. City Zip hustled away from the gate on the outside. The Goo is after the lead, too. And then it's Fa Emis away third, racing for the far turn. And it's the Goo, the quickest away from the gate, and opens up on the turn. The Goo opens up. Quick turn of foot here to lead by 3. City Zip running second, a length and a half. Fa Emis is third. And then it's Scorpion fourth on the inside, followed by Light of Justice. The Goo by 3, a 21 and 4 opening quarter. City Zip chasing second. Fa Emis now rallying on the far outside from third. And just in behind the lead, Scorpion ready to roll now from fourth off the turn into the stretch. They have caught the Goo. City Zip and the Goo going at it now. And it is City Zip in front by a head. The Goo grudgingly gives way. Second by 3, then farther back Scorpion, and they're coming down to the finish. And it will be City Zip who prevails, drawing away at the end to win by 3 widening lengths over the Goo.
Scorpion, the 6-5 choice, checks in third, basically an uninterested appearance, it seemed to me, by the Wayne Lucas runner under John Velasquez. But City Zip at a nice 7-1 for Linda Rice, sits off the pace, chases home. Very loose leader of the Goo, who had nothing left after being gutted by a too-hot early quarter mile. So Jose Santos gets a nice 2-year-old stakes victory. The final running time of 1:03.4. On to the Prioress. This is 3-year-old fillies sprinting. Often we see these 3-year-old fillies come back in the opening Saturday in the test stakes. This is 6-furlong race. We had a California shipper in here, Cover Gal, who they made the 2-1 choice.
And they're off. Lucky Livy breaks on top. I'm Brassy and Miss Inquisitive. Cover Gal there on the far outside. Up the backstretch. I'm Brassy to the lead. Miss Inquisitive on the chase second. Cover Gal third. Lucky Livy between horses fourth. Dat You Miss Blue now moves to fourth. Lucky Livy fifth in between horses. Catch Me If You Can far outside sixth. Dream Supreme seventh. Now a break of 3 back to Wedding Weekend and the trailer Sahara Gold. Chasing I'm Brassy, who zips through an opening quarter in 22 seconds flat. Miss Inquisitive pressing hard. Cover Gal with them on the outside. Dat You Miss Blue just in behind the lead, down toward the inside and looking for a seam. In behind that group, it's Dream Supreme. Then on the far outside, Catch Me If You Can. Lucky Livy right there in the thick of it. Sahara Gold down toward the rail. They're off the turn. They're into the stretch. Dat You Miss Blue has threaded her way through the field and now is up to challenge I'm Brassy, who is very game. I'm Brassy, holding on tenaciously to the lead. Dat You Miss Blue on the outside. Those two in a fierce duel coming down to the finish with Lucky Livy coming on third. I'm Brassy, unwavering courage here. I'm Brassy the winner by a head over Dat You.
And Cover Gal, who faded to finish last as the choice in this race. Dat You Miss Blue at 6-1 comes up to finish second, with Lucky Livy finishing third at 10-1. But I'm Brassy and Mike Luzzi, a terrific job. This is one pace setter who was able to hold on in the final running time of 1:09.2. And on to Independence Day, 2 features. The Poker Handicap run on the grass at a distance of 1 mile. We get to see a firm success. After a 1.5 years talks of getting to the grass, here was his debut on the grass.
They're in the gate. And they're off. Western Expression and a Firm Success both break sharply, along with Strategic Mission. So the horses with the outside post will be the early leaders. It is Strategic Mission out for the lead. And a Firm Success is running second. Western Expression is third on the outside. Musical Ghost is fourth. Robbie reserved in fifth. Kettle One hard held back in mid-pack, racing sixth, followed by Divide and Conquer. Then toward the inside, Watchman's Warning. French Envoy is near the back of the pack, and Weatherbird is the last of them all. The leader, Strategic Mission, he's opened up by 5. Jorge Chavez keeping after a Firm Success after a quarter in 23-2. Western Expression running third. It's 2 lengths back to Robbie, who's advancing to fourth now. Musical Ghost is back to fifth. Then Divide and Conquer. French Envoy's been taken to the outside, followed at the rail by Kettle One. At the back of the pack, Weatherbird and Watchman's Warning. Around the far turn, cutting into the lead of Strategic Mission, down to 2.5 lengths the half in 46-2. Strategic Mission arriving at the top of the stretch, still with the clear lead. A Firm Success has been after him, still running second, 2 lengths behind as they make the turn into the stretch. Robbie is beginning to make progress now. He's down toward the inside, followed by Western Expression at the top of the stretch. And Jorge Chavez says go for a Firm Success, and they're on their way to the lead. A Firm Success is taken over. Strategic Mission running second. Robbie is third. Weatherbird is flying as they come down to the finish. And it is a Firm Success. He's a tiger on the turf, too. To win it by 2 lengths over Robbie and Weatherbird.
And now to the traditional July 4th feature, the 10 furlong Suburban Handicap, Grade 2. Nice showdown between Lemon Drop Kid and Barons.
And they're off. Barons and Jorge Chavez hustles him away from the gate. Wild Imagination is there on the outside, and Lemon Drop Kid is away third, and he's kept right up on the pace in the opening furlongs here. Then J.R. Holmes, and it's 4 lengths back to Almut, Tuakel, and Lager. And the early pace appears to be a fairly swift one here, with Wild Imagination leading the way and Lemon Drop Kid now moving to second. Barons broke on top, and he's now back third on the inside. J.R. Holmes is fourth, and the first quarter goes 23 3/5 seconds. Moving down the backstretch, Wild Imagination, the long shot front runner there by 2. Lemon Drop Kid is just on the outside of Barons. Jorge Chavez keeping his position down on the inside. And then it's J.R. Holmes, then a break of 3 lengths back to Almut Tuakel. Lager has been trailing throughout. The first quarter in 23 3. They ran the second quarter in 23 seconds flat, so the pace is a strong one here. Wild Imagination continues to lead. There's a bit less than 5 furlongs to go. Lemon Drop Kid and Barons are running together, second and third. Followed by J.R. Holmes now being asked for a bit more run. He's running in fourth. Around the far turn, Wild Imagination in front. Lemon Drop Kid still has Barons pinned down to his inside. J.R. Holmes is running fourth. Lager beginning to pick it up. Almut Tuakel is the trailer. Coming to the top of the stretch. Wild Imagination, a tenuous lead as Lemon Drop Kid is making his move for the lead now. J.R. Holmes swings into action on the outside. Barons in behind those front 3 as the field hits the top of the stretch. It is Lemon Drop Kid in front. Now Edgar Prado says go with them. It is Lemon Drop Kid in front by 2.5 lengths. Barons is free now, but there's only a 1/16 of a mile to go. Lemon Drop Kid, 2-length lead. Barons second, and they're coming down to the finish. And it is Lemon Drop Kid, a masterful ride by Edgar Prado to win.
Seeing the best of him. Perhaps he's over the top with Lager running third in here. But Lemon Drop Kid at the top of his game when running 10 furlongs, and certainly he enjoys Belmont Park. More to be seen from Lemon Drop Kid. Hopefully these two will have a rematch in the Whitney Handicap, which is the finale of the Fox Series. And look at that final running time. Not quite a track record, but 1:58 4 for Lemon Drop Kid in the Suburban. Well, that's 18 stakes races over the big Independence Day holiday weekend. Next weekend, July 8th and 9th, will be a little lighter, but stay tuned for the OTB Communication Network for the best in racing. I'm Anthony Mormino. Thank you.